Have you ever looked at your cat and wondered, what is actually going on in that head? One minute, they are a purring ball of fluff on your lap. The next, they are staring into a dark corner as if they've seen a ghost. They sprint through the house at 3 a.m., they refuse to use a litter box tucked in a corner, and they drop a soggy toy at your feet with a look of intense expectation. To us, these are just cat things, quirky, funny, and sometimes annoying behaviors that make no sense in a modern home. But what if I told you that none of it is random? Behind those glowing eyes, your cat is running a biological program that is millions of years old. They aren't just being weird. They are navigating your living room using the same survival instincts their ancestors used to stay alive in the harsh African deserts. In their mind, your apartment isn't just a home, it's a territory filled with potential prey and hidden predators. Today we are decoding the ancient secrets behind your cat's most bizarre behaviors. We're going to look at why they think you're a hopeless hunter, why your furniture choices might be making them feel like prey, and the heart-melting reason they chose you to be their safe base in a dangerous world. The desert ghost, why your home is too cold. To understand your cat, you first have to understand where they came from. Cats are desert animals. Their ancestors evolved to thrive in environments that would be punishing for most creatures. This one single fact explains so much about why they act curiously in our homes today. For example, have you ever noticed your cat stealing your seat the moment you stand up? You think they're being a little thief, but they're actually being smart about survival. Cats have a higher baseline body temperature than humans, running between 100 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. What feels like a comfortable room to you feels slightly chilly to them. That warm spot you just left behind is a preheated sanctuary that helps them regulate their temperature without burning extra calories. But their desert roots go deeper than just seeking warmth. Because they evolved in arid climates, their thirst drive is remarkably low. Their ancestors got almost all their water from the prey they ate. When we feed them only dry kibble, which is about 10% moisture, we are accidentally putting them in a state of chronic low-level dehydration. They don't drink more because their brain isn't wired to feel thirsty until it's almost too late. Later in this video, I'll show you how this same desert ancestry explains why your cat stares at you while you're in the bathroom, and it's not for the reason you think. The predator and the prey, the high-stakes map of your living room. In the wild, a cat is a unique biological anomaly. They are both a predator and a prey animal. This means every room in your house is mapped out by your cat based on tactical advantage. Think about your cat's favorite spots. Do they love sitting on the fridge, the top of a bookshelf, or a tall cat tree? In the wild, height means everything. The cat who sits highest is the one in control. They can see threats coming from a distance and survey their territory for prey. When your cat sits above your eye level, they aren't being cocky. They are finally feeling safe. If a cat spends their whole life looking up at the world, they live in a state of constant, subtle vulnerability. This predator and prey mindset is also why your cat might be acting out in the bathroom. Have you hidden their litter box in a dark corner or a tight closet? To you, it's about hiding a smell. To your cat, it's a death trap. In the wild, elimination is one of the most vulnerable moments for a cat. If you put their box in a spot with only one way out, you've violated their survival software. They need to feel like they can see what's coming and have an escape route. If they've started peeing outside the box, it's often not a behavior problem, it's a location problem. They aren't being difficult, they're scared. The hunting cycle. Why your toys are broken. Why does your cat lose interest in toys after 30 seconds? Most owners assume their cat is just lazy. But the truth is, most of us are playing with our cats the wrong way. A cat's entire brain is built around a very specific sequence. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, eat. When you wave a toy back and forth frantically, you're only giving them the chase. If they never get to catch and kill the toy, their brain never gets the signal that the hunt is over. It's like watching a movie that cuts to black right before the ending. It leaves them overstimulated, frustrated, and stuck in hunting mode. To truly satisfy their ancestral drive, you have to move the toy like real prey, slow, nervous, and hiding behind corners. And the most important part? Let them win. When they catch that feather and kill it with their back legs, their body releases dopamine that actually calms their nervous system. If you're realizing right now that you've been playing the game wrong, hit that like button and subscribe. We're helping owners everywhere finally speak their cat's language. The 3 a.m. security sweep. We've all been woken up by the zoom eyes. Feels like your cat has suddenly lost their mind. But researchers have decoded this behavior, and it's actually a heroic daily mission. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are naturally most active at dawn and dusk, the hours when their prey is active and when other predators are on the move. That burst of movement through your hallway isn't just energy, It's a security sweep. Your cat is patrolling entry points, checking the perimeter, and ensuring the territory is safe for the colony. And while they're on patrol, they might stop and stare at nothing. But remember, your cat sees and hears things you can't. They see in light levels 6 times lower than you do and hear frequencies up to 64,000 Hz. When they stare at a blank wall, they might be listening to a mouse in the wall or an insect in the ceiling that is loud and clear to their ancestral ears. The big cat theory. Why they think you're a kitten. This is the part that usually insults most owners, but it's actually the highest form of love. According to animal behaviorist John Bradshaw, your cat has never developed a separate social behavior for humans. They treat you exactly how they would treat another cat. Specifically, they think you are a really big, really clumsy cat who has no idea how to survive. Think about it from their perspective. You never hunt, you never stalk, and you are dangerously oblivious to threats. When your cat drops a dead mouse, or a soggy toy, at your feet, they aren't giving you a gift. They are trying to teach you how to hunt. Mother cats bring back prey to their kittens to show them how it's done. When your cat does this to you, they are stepping in to raise you. They've decided that since you're too clumsy to feed yourself properly, they'll have to provide the lesson. It's a selfless act of caregiving rooted in their deepest maternal wiring. The social code, scent, blinks, and the handshake. Because cats were solitary hunters for millions of years, they developed a language of non-confrontation. They hate direct conflict. This is why the slow blink is so powerful. In the wild, closing your eyes in front of another animal is the ultimate sign of vulnerability. When your cat slow blinks at you, they are saying, "I trust you enough to go blind in your presence." If you stare back with wide eyes, you are accidentally sending a signal of challenge and confrontation. But if you blink back, you are closing the loop of trust. And before you pet them, remember the handshake. Cats process the world through scent first. When you walk up and immediately touch their head, it's like a stranger walking up and hugging you without saying hello. By extending one finger and letting them sniff you first, you are performing a cat handshake that allows them to process your scent and give you the green light to enter their space. The safe base, why you are home. Everything we've talked about today, the hunting, the height, the scent, leads to one incredible discovery. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University ran a study that changed how we see the feline bond. They found that over 60% of cats show a secure attachment style to their owners, the exact same bond found in human infants. When you are present, your cat's stress levels drop. They feel safe enough to explore the world and, more importantly, they feel safe enough to enter deep REM sleep beside you. For an animal hardwired to be alert for predators, falling into a twitching, needing sleep is a massive biological risk. If they do this with you, they have decided that you are the safest place in their entire world. Conclusion. Your cat is always talking to you, but they aren't using your words. They are using an ancient, desert-born code to navigate a modern world. When you start listening to their 3 a.m. patrol, their teaching gifts, and their social stretches, you stop being just an owner. You become the big cat who finally understands. You become the partner who provides the hunt and respects the safe zones. And in return, your cat gives you something they give to almost no one else: their absolute, unconditional trust. They don't need you to be a perfect hunter. They just need you to be the person who makes them feel like they don't have to be wild anymore. Because to your cat, you aren't just a human. You are home. If you learned something new about your cat's wild heart today, share this video with another cat owner. Let's help every cat feel understood. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more feline insights.